The Kenya Boys Choir right there, bringing us to 26 minutes to 9 and definitely getting the Christmas feeling going. But one of the things that also gets your Christmas feeling going is the decor and how a place looks. And I'm sure many of you have noticed our set today is looking fantastic and very Christmassy, courtesy of Henrietta from Black Tie Events. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And for coloring our set and making it look very Christmassy. Before it was looking very newsy. Nice looking Christmassy. So welcome.
Thank you.
You're from Black Tie Events. Tell me a little bit about Black Tie Events to start with.
Black Tie Events is a company that is based right here in Nairobi, where we specialize in events, decoration and planning. We cater for the smallest, most intimate of functions to hosting parties of over 2,000 plus. Some of our clients include, of course, wedding customers, because we get a lot of those. We deal with government institutions, parastatals, private sectors, churches, and so on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start with this, because I think traditionally the Christmas tree is what gets the feeling going that Christmas is here. But this looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely fantastic. How long does this take and how do you get here? I mean, if you give me all these ribbons, I would not even know where to start.
Okay, so first thing that I do when I get my Christmas tree is number one, to make sure that you fluff out, to get it like this, like,
yes,
you know, all
very
fluffed up and beautiful. You need to take your time to ensure that you fluff out the branches of the artificial trees, because they come very tightly held together. So you just want to make sure that you take your time and do that. Number two, ensure that you have your lighting in place first before you get into the ornaments, because if you do it the other way around, then
you'll have lights going over the ornaments.
Yes, exactly. Okay. And another thing, before you go out to buy your Christmas ornaments, just ensure that you think it through. Because if you go to the supermarkets and whatever, you can tend to get overwhelmed by the choices that are there. Okay. So think of what you want to achieve from your Christmas tree. By the way, trees don't always have to be red and green. You can bring
which
out,
is what we are
yes,
used to.
which is what you're used to. So you can just bring out your personality to reflect on your tree. You can have your trees looking yellow. You can have them purple, whichever color that suits you. And
are there themes that you possibly have for Christmas trees? Is it possible to have like a theme, depending on the kind of guests I'm expecting and all that?
Oh yes, there are. You can have like an ostrich kind of theme on your tree. Wow. And that means that you have to put a lot of color into it, but you have to do it the right way. Yeah.
Secondly, obviously due to environmental reasons, we are not using real trees. We have more of the artificial.
Yeah.
Where are they available? I tried to think the other day of where one would get a Christmas tree and I was lost.
Well, you can get them from the supermarket, Yaya Center. There's a shop called Palacina Interiors. You can get your tree from there. You can get from House of Leather. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's come again now to the decor. And I can see there's quite a number of ribbons. Do you make these or are they bought as they are and you just have to place them?
They're actually bought as they are. It's just that you need to, you know, place them properly and instead of just having them all over the place.
All over the place.
Because like this one, we did a pattern on it. Yeah.
And
yeah.
this pattern, does it begin top to bottom, bottom to top, or does it go anywhere?
Well, from top to bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, from
now,
top
it sounds
to
like a very meticulous exercise to go through, but one of the things I've noticed is that most families would want to do this as a family.
Yeah.
So you might want to involve your children, depending on how old they are. I mean, if I told my sons to decorate the Christmas tree, they'd probably think, what are you smoking, Dad? But I'm sure that those who probably would enjoy that, and especially girls, I imagine, would enjoy something like this.
It's actually, you know, Christmas is about family. It's about, you know, getting together, doing, because you have a lot more free time as opposed to when you're going to work.
Correct.
It's in the holidays, so it's always good to engage your kids to do such kind of things. It's fun. So yeah, have your kids throw stuff all over the place, you know, just engage them and you have a fun time doing it.
Must we have the boxes at the bottom? Normally I see people putting boxes there. I don't know whether it's normally the gifts that you're supposed to come and you know, present to the family in the morning.
Well, what happens with the boxes, you'll find some trees are very high up. So you need to, the boxes are actually used as a way to decorate or to cover the underneath of the tree. And also the essence is to place gift inside the boxes so that on the Christmas day, you can wake up, open the gifts and all that. So they serve two purposes: to decorate underneath the Christmas tree and also to place your gifts in there.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, it's not just the Christmas tree that makes decor. I've seen there's also a little animal here.
Yeah, that's a reindeer.
This is a reindeer,
It's
which
a
of course,
reindeer.
I mean, for us is kind of foreign in terms of reindeers. But there you go. But let's
Yeah.
also look at different setups. And I
Yeah.
can see right here you've put up some very nice tables with just Christmas decor. I don't know if you have some Christmas gifts you've prepared for us in
Well,
here.
you never know.
We'll just have to wait and find out.
But I find this, quite intriguing. You just you can actually have this. Let's say you're having like an end of year party. You don't need necessarily to just have flowers on the table. You can include this kind of decor, just place gift boxes, and it automatically becomes a centerpiece.
Okay.
And even for your home, you can place this on your coffee table, dining table, your walkway hall, desk, and it's going to be gorgeous.
I'm imagining that Christmas decor like this goes a long way in creating the mood.
Yeah.
On a corporate setup, maybe there's going to be Christmas parties, there are companies that are closing, and would just like to have their staff thanked and, give that mood. How do you go about, what's a simple way of ensuring that the Christmas feeling is there without necessarily spending too much? Because, I mean, let's face it, not many people want to spend too much.
Yeah. Okay, so what you need to do is just think simple. By the way, I have a YouTube channel called Design with Henrietta.
Design with Henrietta.
Yeah, where I show people, simple decor ideas that you can achieve using,
simple.
Simple ideas that are budget friendly, and you don't need to go all the way.
That's a keyword, budget friendly.
Budget friendly. Look at something like this. You place it on the table, and it becomes a centerpiece.
It literally lights up everything.
It lights up everything, and it becomes a centerpiece
Cost?
on its own. I think it goes for around 700.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
that's not bad, given that
it
has
and you
all
can
these
use
lights.
it, for a very long time. You can use it for a
It
long
looks
time.
very magical because I don't see any connections to power. So does it come?
No, they're battery operated.
Okay,
They're battery
rechargeable
operated.
batteries.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's look at these centerpieces. Do these also come ready, or did you have to prepare these?
We can prepare them, and you can have them ready. But for these ones, we had them ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining if somebody, say, for instance, a corporate would want to have their Christmas setup done, and they don't want to go into the details of doing that because their staff really, let's face it, they might still be busy. Black Tie Events can come and do that for them.
Black Tie can come in and do that for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And well, there is one more setup that we'd like to go through, and she's going to take us through. What setup is that? Before we listen to the Kenya Boys Choir, and then we'll go through that. But what setup is that?
I'm going to show you how to create a Christmas terrarium.
A Christmas who?
A Christmas terrarium.
Christmas terrarium. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever that is, I
Yeah.
shall find out today.
Yeah.
But we want to hear one song from the Kenya Boys Choir before we come back and find out how to create a Christmas terrarium. And maybe just for the sake of those who are watching, maybe for those who are like me, where does a Christmas terrarium work? Is that for the home? Is that corporate?
Okay, how it works, a terrarium is like an aquarium. It's like an aquarium, but for plants but plants are not for fish.
Okay.
So probably I'll take you
You'll
through
take
that.
us through that.
Yeah.
All right, so do stay with us right here. We want to listen to the Kenya Boys Choir giving us one song. Then after that, let's look at how to make a Christmas terrarium. I hope I got that right.